Hello, welcome to another video. Well, I'm out here again in the countryside. I'm outside a place called Much Wenlock, and it wasn't today's original planned walk today, but I just happened to pull into a National Trust car park and discover there was a couple of walks here. I'm glad I did. I'm on a green lane heading up on a walk that follows a walk called the Major's Leap here at the Wenlock Edge, and I've never walked it before. I didn't even know it existed until today, so we're going to have a little bit of a ramble. I have no map. All I have to do now is rely on the markers that are supposedly around, and hopefully get around in one piece. The walk itself, according to the board in the car park, I'm about half a mile away from the car park now, but according to the board, the whole walk itself is about 5.5 kilometers, so it's not a big walk. It's rated medium, well, easy to medium. We'll see. I'll be a judge of that when I get there. But you know what? It's amazing. It's a beautiful day. Clouds are, I don't know if you can see, there you go. Blue skies. Look at that over there. I don't know if you can see, but just through there, see the redness of that field, look. One of the best things about living here in Shropshire is places like this. They're places that may not be well known, and as I say, I've lived in Shropshire most of my life, and this is a track that I didn't even know existed. Now, I've driven past this place many times and I knew the Wenlock Edge existed, but not this particular walk, so give it a go, see where we go. Now, the lady at the bottom of the hill, she tells me there's an amazing view at the top, so I'm going to try and get there. Maybe we'll have a spot at lunch and see how we get on. Wow, amazing place. Almost like a picture postcard. You can tell we're definitely in old school. Oh shit, old school. You can tell we're definitely in old school agricultural land. Look at this chap. You're going to do any farming, that's what you do. Well, we've just been walking through a really narrow footpath through the woods. Absolute treacherous. It had been raining, must have been raining last night, because the ground was so sludgy. It's unbelievable. But we got through, mud and all, and we've been rewarded with this. Now, this is the view of what's actually called Major's Leap. A bit further down there, I won't walk any further, is a huge cliff. There's a fly on my screen, go away. So there's a huge cliff. Now, the story is that the Major, and I don't know his name, I should do being local, was being chased by the army. I think he was deserting, I'm not quite sure. And as he was being chased by the army, he was heading this way. Him and his horse, there's nowhere for him to go. So he made the decision to jump over the edge. And of course him and his horse both leapt to their death, and he was no longer alive, obviously. So they named this place the Major's Leap after him, which is pretty cool in one sense, but pretty sad that he lost his life. I think he may well have lost his life anyway. If the British Army would have got hold of him, he would have most certainly been laid to death for desertion. So now I may be wrong on the desertion. If I am, I do apologise. I'll do a bit of a history search when I get home about it, but bloody flies. But yeah, I'm actually, as I say, this is the first time I've been this particular part of the Wenlock Edge, and I have to say the view is amazing. You can actually see, and I believe is the Welsh Mountains. You won't be able to see on the camera, I don't think, but we'll see what we can do about zooming you in. Let's see if I can get you in. So right on the horizon, you might be able to just see the silhouette of some mountains. I believe they're the Welsh ones. And that's what I got. Gotta love Shropshire, hey? Gotta love life, and gotta love getting out. Without going out and taking these hikes, these walks, one, you're not going to get fit. Walking is probably the most easiest thing that mankind has ever done to be able to keep fit. And if you don't get out and walk, you're not going to see views like this. And no matter where you are in the world, there's obviously going to be somewhere that you can go that's not too far away from where you live, that's going to have some amazing views. Believe it or not, even in a city you can find some amazing places to go and explore. So you don't have to be in the countryside. But right, carry on, find somewhere to eat, and we'll carry on. Catch you in a bit. Now sadly, I've had to turn back from the Major's Leap. The footpath that I believe I was supposed to be travelling on, heading in the same direction I'm going now, looks to be quite a bit eroded. And with me walking on my own, not always the best idea to go trampling on the edge of a cliff with quite a bit of erosion. So I figured I would head back as much as I can on the original path I've started, and hopefully pick up I think it's the Long Mynd path. Take a little hike on that, see where that might take me. I know each of the walks will eventually take me back to the car park that I'm parked in. But the only thing about this, and it really bothers me, today it's not litter that's bothering me. It's quite clean. What bothers me is that this is a footpath, and yet cyclists decided that they were going to use it. As you can see, and they've turned it up, which means people are going to walk through all this soggy earth just to be able to enjoy a little walk. Now fortunately, no, this doesn't help either. I thought that was going to be the parallel path. There seems to be a path that runs a little bit parallel to this one, but I'm gonna go and find it, so I'll see you in a minute. So yeah, I'm walking down, and this path is so treacherous. As I say, the cyclists think that they can use it for themselves, and I don't really agree with that. There is a bridle way. It's actually a green lane, so it's open to vehicles, also bikes, cyclists. Now, whoa! Almost fell off that. Bit of a slippy ride. This is where I'm at. There's a fantastic tree, but yeah, I can't walk that way sadly, so I continue down the muddy path. Hopefully in the summer months it's not going to be too bad, but then again there's not much open area for the sun to get onto it, so drying it out could be quite a problematic thing. But so sadly we just gotta make do. Hopefully I don't slip in it, and because that would be absolutely annoying. Now, in general thoughts of this walk, I don't have a map, so some of this I've actually walked blind, but it's quite an easy walk. It's not hard at all. The beginning was fairly easy, quite a lot on the rocks. This is walking quite easy. Is it a challenge? No, I wouldn't say it was a challenge worth, you know, if you're going out to do mountain climbs and stuff like that, it's not a walk that I would suggest for that. But if you just want to get out and do a bit of a 30-minute hike, although I've been out here now a good couple of hours hiking down this path, so this is terrible. All the way. But yeah, if you just wanted to do a couple of hour hike with your family, your dog, your kids or whatever, I would suggest, you know, coming here to the Wenlock edge and doing this walk. Now, if I'd have continued past the Major's Leap, you have to do this weird straggly thing through this, and it's absolutely killer on the back. But yeah, if I'd have continued walking, I could have ended up, that was nice, foot full of mud, I could have ended up around about Hope Bowdler, Church Stretton and the likes. But we've got views like that. Every now and then you'll come to an opening, and those openings allow you to see fantastic, spectacular views like that. Now I think this is where I can come in. This is my David Bellamy. And there happens to be a fairly decent path. So we'll see how far this takes us. See how far we can go on this, and hopefully find somewhere to eat, find somewhere to, or maybe even find the car. That'd be a good idea. Without the car I can't get home, but we'll see where we can get. So I'll see you in a bit. So we've come a little bit further along the path, and it's got really impassable. So I wouldn't normally recommend, but I think a few people have done this already. Excuse me. But I found an opening that's now taken me sorry. It's now taken me, instead of taking that path there, I'm just following it parallel in this fantastic little meadow. So we're going to walk through this, get to the gate, and then we can head back to the car. I can't see there's going to be anywhere to particularly stop for eating, so there's so many butterflies, amazing. So if you're looking for places to eat, then I probably would say this is really not the place to be coming out for your family picnic. Oh, excuse me. Now, I've just arrived at a little kissing gate. I like kissing gates. Now there's a very tempting path heading that way. I'm not so sure, but this does exist and it looks like it's well trodden. Damn horseflies. So we'll give it a go. It heads in the same direction as I want to be going in, so we'll see. But as I said earlier, it's not a particular strenuous walk. It's a lovely walk and I'm glad I've done it, but it's not something that I would think, mountaineering, let's go on this walk. It's certainly not that. But for the getting out and just enjoying the countryside and the flies, it's actually perfect. And my biggest fear is walking into fields like this, finding cows. Oh, it's actually a proper signpost footpath, so we're good. But my biggest fear is finding cows. So I'm hoping we don't come across any. If we do, we'll just take it on. So, right, I think there's not much else really to say about this walk. So I'm going to end the vlog here, make my way back to the car, and I know I haven't shown you a lot, but there really isn't a lot to see. It's a pleasant walk, a little bit disappointing, but hey, you know, at the end of the day it's got me out, I'm burning calories and I'm getting fit. And isn't that what hiking and walking is all about? So I've achieved what I wanted to achieve. Got out, took a hike. It's far better than sitting in the house, so that's a bonus. But for you guys, there's not really much here to see. Very disappointed in that manner. So, as I say, I'll finish up now. We'll try and get a walk out at the weekend if the weather's good. I think we'll definitely be heading off and doing the Stiperstones. And you guys can come along with me too. So from me, here on the Wenlock Edge, near Much Wenlock, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.